Hello Twitchers, welcome to Inters. This is Season 5, Tier 1, round number 20. That is right, this is the final race of the season. And of course we come here to Yas Marina Circuit in Abu Dhabi for what hopefully promises to be an exciting end to this chapter. 5.281 kilometres is the length, 29 laps is the distance, 16 turns, that is 7 to the right and 9 to the left. DRS zones, well, it's just after turn 5 down the long straight into turn number 6, and after that, it's what technically is turn number 8 down towards the newly profiled turn number 9. Strategy will come into play if we do not see the likes of a safety car, and let's hope, let's cross our fingers and our toes that does not happen and we have a clean race from start to finish. To come with us on this journey, of course, wouldn't be the same. It is my fellow Scuderia teammate. I'll keep it short and simple. I talk the garbage, and he talks the good stuff. It is Charles Leclerc's twin brother, Broseph Coop. Welcome to the fray.
Marty B, thank you very much. Yeah, fabulous intro, mate. Great to be here. Of course, Tier 1, Inters Racing League, the final round at Abu Dhabi, round 20. It's been a hell of a long season, but we do have a full grid tonight, and I'll just get the reserves out of the way while we can. It's been just cost us about 4 or 5 minutes just getting all the boys into their seats and all the allocations right. But let's see if I can get this right here. We have Miller in the Alpine tonight reserving. We have Mercy, the team principal, in the McLaren. We have Prezzo in the AlphaTauri tonight. So that'll be, I believe, his second race. Very good showing last weekend. We have the Battle Cat, 2IC admin for Inters Racing League, the numbers man in the Red Bull, reserving for his team. We also have Pancake, which is FTA Staff Sergeant, currently P11 in the Haas. So that's FTA SSG, otherwise known as Pancake in the Haas. We have Daniel Starr, who is a full-time driver for Williams in Tier 2. He is reserving tonight in the Mercedes and will not score any points for either team. We're just allowing one of our favourite drivers in here to fill the grid. We have Quiet Cake in here, same case for Quiet Cake. He's in the Ferrari tonight, the Prancing Horse, quite a decorated seat. He is replacing G-Force tonight, and yeah, he is also a full-time driver for Aston Martin, so he will not be scoring any points for those teams tonight. And we do have Marcus Costa in the Haas. Sorry, there's just so many changes. So Marcus Costa's in the Haas tonight, and Sammy, I believe, is the last guy to join.
He's joining during qualifying, is he?
No, well, we've got 20 drivers in here, so...
We do. Oh, Sammy's in. Sammy's in the AlphaTauri.
Yep, he's in the AlphaTauri. So, take it away, Marty. What do you see on screen so far?
Oh, nothing so far, to be fair. Last round, these guys are just going to be going balls to the wall, I reckon. And of course, it wouldn't be a final race. It wouldn't be round 20 without coming to the Yas Marina Circuit. We've seen some fantastic racing over the weekend. Of course, myself getting P2 in the overall Drivers' Championship last night. What a race that was, straight start to finish. There was no safety cars, no virtuals, Broseph, nothing. You were in it. You were in the fray. Of course, a little bit of damage for you in the first lap, which was unfortunate. But these guys are going to be hoping, I imagine, to be running straight from start to finish again. So Quiet Cake, we know, is very, very quick in the Ferrari out there tonight. KLX in the Williams. He's going to be another one to watch out for. Daniel Starr in the Mercedes is sitting in as well. This could well be a very close race, I think, as everyone sort of ends their season with probably one of the favourite tracks on the calendar, I reckon. Of course, the 2021 drama with Max Verstappen, Lewis Hamilton. It's a track that is steeped in history and steeped in F1. Yeah,
controversy.
Controversy is the word I'm looking for. Thank you. It really is. So, I mean, I'd love to see that come down here tonight with that type of thing, but you never know. As Greedo pops a 23.5 on the board. So I think pole last night, I can't remember, was a low 22, about a 22.4, I think, 22.3 by the fast runners. So that's what we can expect out there, Broseph. I think Meds is the race tyre. What are your thoughts?
Yep. Definitely, that's probably the race style. Although I didn't mind the hards when I got on them. I started the race on the hards. The only thing was just the damage I picked up from the first lap. So it was more in practice that I was enjoying those hards. It wasn't during the race. Anyway, so just getting on with things. Battle Cats just posted the fastest time so far, but these look like bankers to me. A 1:23.4. I believe Jenneth Lee may have done a 1:22 flat on Friday night in Tier 3. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat there, but Jenneth Lee may have gone fastest overall in the first 2 tiers, which is pretty phenomenal stuff from that young man over in Hong Kong. We do have Gritto in the Aston Martin. Not sure if I mentioned that earlier. He's reserving. He's, of course, team principal for Aston Martin, so looking to get as many points in Tier 1 for his team tonight. And also, I couldn't forget Mertz, the Tier 3 driver who I signed to Ferrari about halfway through the season, probably a bit later than that, but Mertz has really been in cracking form recently. He did just serve a race ban on Friday night in Tier 3, so he is eligible to race tonight in Tier 1. So I got the okay from KLX, the head steward, after that. So, yeah, good to see the young man on track tonight, and hopefully he can score a few points out there with the big boys.
Yeah, hopefully. Let's see what he can do. KLX and Aussie 2K, both of the Williams, interestingly enough, have ended their session early. They have not set a time. I'm not sure what that is.
I can tell you.
Can you tell us? Tell us.
Yep. So we can confirm that Williams have actually collected the Season 5 Constructors' Championship overall. Yeah, so KLX and Aussie 2K GOAT. I was just talking with Aussie last night, just letting him know we're going to do a sensational write-up in the Inter's announcements for that victory for his entire team, and he just wanted me to let everyone know that those two will be going from the back of the field tonight, just to add a little bit of spice to it, mix it up and have a bit of fun coming through the field. So that's why you see that.
Okay, makes sense. I see Daniel Starr's also out in the Mercedes now. He is a sit-in tonight, is he not?
Sorry, who was that?
Daniel Starr in the Mercedes?
Daniel Starr, yep. He is reserving for Mercedes and won't score any points for his team Williams or Mercedes tonight. And Websy absolutely goes fastest overall with a 1:22.1. So, yeah, wonder if Mercy, his team principal, can match that one tonight. That's a cracking time there, Websy.
Yeah, we're certainly going to watch as Mercy is actually on an outlap. For some reason, with half of his battery, I wonder if he hasn't turned his ERS off. For his outlap. He's sitting in 5th gear now, coming down towards turn number 5. What a beautiful looking car that is. The Papaya obviously runs fluid in my blood. I've always been a Papaya fan. So it's nice to see Websy up there in P1 with it. That's a banger of a lap, bro. So for 22.1, mate, that is, I think I did a 23 flat, maybe in qualifying, 23.1, I think, last night. That is streaks ahead. That is lightning bolt force. I can't imagine what Prince would be doing out there. He'd be doing about 1 minute 18s or something ridiculous. But it's going to be nice to see what they can do.
So Quiet Cake just posted a 124 flat. Mertz just before him posted a 123.8. So both the Ferraris inside the top 10 currently. Mercy looked like he pulled out of that one, so just recharging the battery there. We'll have a look. Looks like we have a yellow flag in Sector 3. We've got a Mercedes coming around the final turn 16. Might be Dick Nobson, and puts himself up in a P3 with a 122.8. Fantastic.
Oh, what a banger from Dick Nobson. That is an absolute smasher right behind Broke Vegan and just in front of Chilpill in the Aston Martin at 22.889. That is 7 thousandths of a second. By crikey. There is not much in it. There is so covering the top 5, there is about 8 tenths of a second. Obviously, Websy up there with an astronomical lap. That's basically a Thomas Ronhar lap. There'll be questions about that. But 5 tenths in front of Broke Vegan. Two Ferraris, P9, P10. Not looking too shabby at this stage. Bankers on the cards at the moment. Who do you reckon's going to have this one?
Oh,
it's a hard one, eh?
Look, if Marcus Costa, really tries to deliver on quality, he normally doesn't. He likes to come from the back in the field. He is definitely the fastest driver that we have out here tonight. So, look, my money would be on Marcus if he was qualifying seriously. Otherwise, Broke Vegan, full-time driver for Alpine. He is super, super quick. And obviously KLX, but going from the back tonight, it won't be KLX. So, yeah, I'll probably put my money on Broke Vegan, mate. And was one person be very happy if he does pull pole tonight, and that'll be the team principal, Ads, who's he's had a bit of a rough year with his team, having to make a few changes early on and not really getting the flow that he wanted through season 5, and looks like Ads may be retiring from racing after this season. Hopefully we get to see him back on the server anyway, because he is an Inter's favourite.
Yeah, he really is. And just speaking of people that we should probably mention, I'll tell you who's really, really come into his own over the season is Extinct Body. We are on board with Extinct. He's actually just gone purple first sector on his banger laps. So DRS under the Yas Marina sign, he does go now into the newly profiled turn number 9, which is just a cracking corner. It's so sweeping and beautiful when you get it right. As an on-camber corner, you can let the car drift a wee bit if you want, and just on the power. No, look at that, he's gone purple again. This is going to be a slasher from Extinct Body. We might just have a quick look and see what he does post at the end of this lap, coming into the section of the hotel. He does run a wee bit wide there into turn number 12, but that's okay. He goes all over the curb and all over the exit where Nicholas Latifi did make that crash in 2021. So let's just see what Extinct Body does post, coming across the line beautifully on the power and off the brakes across the line. He does go P2. I knew it. P2 with a 22.6. That was a cracker. Who are you sitting with? What else can you see out there?
No, I was sitting on with Extinct Body as well, and you took the words right out of my mouth. Yeah, because he really has been probably the most improved driver in Tier 1. Yep. I've been talking to a few of the Tier 1 drivers at the end of the season, and he's definitely had most votes from the drivers I spoke to, and it's great to see him out there really delivering in Tier 1, and with a bit of an overhaul next season, obviously with Prince dropping off and a few other drivers going into PC full-time, I think Tier 1 is really going to open up next season, and you'll see Extinct Body drafted rather early, I believe, and contender for the chip next season. Oh,
I totally agree. Totally agree. He's going to be an absolute banger. P2, that is a stonker of a lap. He's only 1/100th off Broke Vegan in P3 as well. But it's going to be interesting to see how he goes for the whole race and what strategy comes into play, and who's really got their head screwed on. So just looking at the outlaps, I think we might look at doing one final Marty B hot lap, I reckon. Who can we see?
I've got Scotty in the Red Bull, but he's just coming through to finish a lap. I just wouldn't mind seeing what Scotty can post at the moment. He's been super consistent. No, he's coming into pits. All right, let's have a look who has got a full bit of battery and ready to blast it away, mate.
We got Greedo coming out. We got I think probably it might be that weird interim where cars are thinking of track evolution. Of course, track evolution is where the rubber gets laid down on the track, and it does get faster. You'll find it gets quicker as the qualifying session goes on. The more cars that run and the longer you wait, the quicker it will be on those fresh tyres. So 6 minutes to go, they'll be thinking about it. They'll be sitting in their pit box and they will be talking to their engineers and just thinking, hey, how can we go quicker? Where can we go quicker? And they'll be looking at the data and just having a real good hard think about it.
We do have Chill Pill currently in P6 in the Aston Martin. He is on a hot lap.
He is too. We'll try and catch someone. I think we're going to probably see who have we got. Nobody on an outlap at all. We'll
have to wait.
We'll just have to wait.
I think it'll be the build-up, Marty. Wait until the final run and call home an absolute cracker, mate. So maybe just pick a driver now and we'll follow him through the outlap and get him ready for one of the best Marty B hot lap calls of Season 5 here at Inters Racing League. Let's go.
It's going to be incredibly enthusiastic. Look at that, 22 flat from Websy 007. I just can't even fathom where they're gathering another second on the laps that I can do. I'm not the fastest driver out there, mate, but I think, man, I'm pushing so hard, and these guys are out there 1.1 seconds quicker than my lap last night, and I'm just like, man, come on, really? This doesn't make sense, But of course, there's always going to be drivers faster than us and slower than us, and it's just nice to see that guys are out there enjoying themselves in the cars, and we're playing a game that we enjoy. Just speaking of a game that we enjoy, I'd just like to take this opportunity to do a shout out to Codemasters as we do every week. Every week, thanks Codemasters for making a game that is completely lacking glitches, and it just runs perfectly all of the time, and there's never anything that we complain about. I've never heard anyone say a bad word about a Codemasters game. So
not at all.
Not at all, ever. It'd be horrible to say that it's a shit game, but it's a great piece of coding, and I just can't wait for the next one.
There we go. Should be called Formula Code, not Formula One, because it's just coding upon coding, for the last, I think it's 13 years, or 10 years, something like that.
Yeah, since 2013, that's right. We go on about it, but, to be honest, we're still here. I've been playing for 5 years, mate. I'm still paying for the damn game.
Oh, we're addicts.
It's like a drug, isn't it? It's like a drug, yeah. It really is.
That's what happens when you get addicted. You'll pay any kind of price to get the fix, and, I'll walk around with a pipe in my hand.
Speaking of getting addicted, we might jump on board with the one and only Dick Knobson in the Mercedes for this one and final hot lap. What are your thoughts? Do you reckon?
Oh, I think that's a fabulous call because Nick Thompson will be retiring after the season, moving to PC full time. So, Nick Thompson, This is a shout out for you, mate. We love you. Bring it home, mate.
Yeah, G, for the last final time this season, season 5, it is time as ever to buckle up and neck up your Pelicans. We're going hot around Abu Dhabi Yas Marina circuit down into turn 1. It doesn't seem like he's actually doing his hot lap. He is on the brakes for some reason. I'm not sure what's really happening there. Must have been a pedal malfunction. I don't know. But anyway, he's not doing his hot lap. We've just, for some reason, wasted that. We are going to try again with someone else, and I'm not sure who we're going to go with. Mertz is on an outlap. By crikey, that was an anticlimax. Mertz has done a 23.8. Bugger, should we jump on board? I mean, if I'm not biased, but if I was, I think the red cars would be probably the ones that I would go for, don't you think?
I was just reading a little bit of chat there, mate. Sorry.
That's okay. Yeah, no worries. All right, well, I'll tell you what. We're gonna jump on board with Mertz in the Ferrari. Let's just have a look. So, I know there's a bit of an anticlimax, but Mertz, this is going to be a banger. It's going to be a hot lap from the Ferrari. So, once again, buckle up and neck up. Your Pelicans, let's go around Yas Marina on board with the Scuderia down into turn 1. It is 4th gear for the rotation. Try not to use too much of that curve on the inside. It doesn't settle the car, but it's absolutely flat through here. And just keep it absolutely pinned all over that curb like a goddamn esports driver. Use the exit. Don't use the Hamilton exit on that corner, though, because you will get penalised for that down and towards the hairpin of turn number 5. This is the DRS zone. This is the first of 2 DRS zones. Cars get out of the way in front. He's going to flick that button open like a windmill. Let's go long and straight past the beautiful, beautiful building on the right-hand side there, down under the Pirelli sign, green light flashing on the left. It's around about the ripple strip, round about the 100 metre, 120 metres. You're going to be braking and use that curve if you can to try and get a nice shallow entry onto this. He does jump on the curb. Car gets a little bit unsettled, but into the DRS zone we go. Now this is the second DRS zone now coming down towards turn number 9, the newly profiled turn number 9. This is a beautiful corner. It is slightly on camber. You can let the car drift, use a little bit of the curb on the entry, on the apron they call it, and use a little bit of the curb on the inside, all of the exit curve as well into the final sector now under towards the motel. Just looking fantastically planted. Uses that entry as well. Look at the state of this car. Scuderia, you are throwing it down at Abu Dhabi. A wee bit of an oversteer there from the Scuderia, as well as Mertz will be absolutely cacking his pants into the final turn. Turn number 16, right hand down. Use your indicator. Across the line, it is going to be P10 at 23.459, and I'm a little bit out of breath. It's time for Marty B. Time for Marty B to untie his tongue and take a deep breath and have a drink. 33 seconds left in the session. That's the last hot lap of the season. You can look forward to more of those. Season number 6 at Inters Racing League. I can't wait, Broseph. I've got to blink.
Fantastic.
I can blink.
Fantastic call, Marty. Absolute ripper. Of course, I've got to let you boys know that Myrtle is racing without his normal assists. Of course, this is Tier 1, so we are running medium traction here tonight. So that's outstanding for Mertz to be in the top 10 currently. Just changing up his assist tonight. So we've got most cars getting around for their final lap at the moment, Marty. We'll see who we've got on board. It looks like one of the McLarens might be coming around to finish his lap. It's Mercy. So Mercy just coming around 15 at the moment. He's going to come around turn 16. Hopefully get this one nice and straight and flat and plenty of pace coming out of the final turn. Looks like a nice exit. Puts himself up into P3 with a 1:22.3, Marty, if you don't mind.
Yeah, Extinct Body, mate, has just gone a purple middle sector as he comes down through towards the motel at this stage. There is a Ferrari parked on the left-hand side. I think that might be Mertz, just trying to get the heck out of the way. But we are with the Alfa Romeo of Extinct Body. And are we going to see a pole position from Extinct Body as he comes across the line?
No, the Extinct Body just posted a 1:22.4, I believe. So maybe that was Lorenz.
Nope, we're on board with Extinct. Yep, he did a purple medal.
My bad.
No, that's okay.
All right.
As he does come across 22.4.
Yeah, who just went earlier than Extinct with a 1:22.6, and then we had Prezzo just before that one with a 1:23.4 as well. So Battlecat, I believe, just retired on the finish line. Final turn there for Battlecat, so it looks like he's come unstuck there. We've got Quiet Cake coming around the final turn. No, that's another Ferrari, so Quiet Cake, he is in the pit. Yep.
I think we've
Anyone
got
else?
not a Williams, who's the blue ones? They are
Broke Vegan maybe coming. Oh, Broke Vegan's just absolutely put into the wall.
That's the commentator's curse, and I wasn't even on him.
Yeah, coming around out of 14, 13 and 14. So, yep, unfortunately there for Broke Vegan. Smashed his car into pieces on the side of the wall there. That was heavy. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness gracious me. So, Nick Thompson pulling into the pit lane there. That Mercedes looking beautiful under the lights on the soft tyres. And I think, as we do say, that's all she wrote. That is turn the page and hop into the next chapter, which will be the final chapter for Season 5. Of course, Season 6 coming up in February, I think, next year. Is that a date that we can confirm somewhere, Joey? Broseph?
Well, yeah, let's just say that it's going to be after the holidays have ended. We haven't released those dates yet, but yeah, it'll be somewhere around the end of January. Yeah.
Speculation. Wonderful. All right, well, I just can't even understand those times. A 22 flat from Websy and Mercy a 22.3. Great showing from that man. Of course, Mercy being the Tier 2 champion as at round number 19. Was it 18 Mercy got the chip? Or was it 19?
I think it was 18.
I think it was 18,
yeah. Yeah. Maybe 19 in Brazil. Either way, he's got the chip. He's the Tier 2 champion.
He is.
Mercy in the McLaren. So that's an outstanding showing from him, P3, and probably deserving of his elevation into Tier 1 next season as the chip winner. So, yeah, congratulations to Mercy and Websy. Fantastic pole there. That was his second hot lap, I believe, and crushed it with that one. 2.5 tenths quicker than Broke Vegan, who may have been improving on his final lap, but just couldn't get around the last couple of corners there, unfortunately. But P2 for Broke Vegan. Nick Thompson in P4, which is where he will finish in the overalls in Tier 1. Extinct Body P5, Chill Pill 6, Lorenzbro P7, Battlecat very well for a P8, Scotty into P9. His Red Bull teammate tonight, and Prezzo rounds out the top 10 as a reserve for AlphaTauri.
Yeah, nice. What a showing from Battlecat. And just a shout out to Nick Thompson. I know he's had some bad luck, and we've done the old commentator's curse a couple of times on him as well, unfortunately. Hopefully we don't do that tonight in the final round, but I know Nick Thompson doesn't use any assists apart from, I think, the driving line, and he also sits in the cockpit. For those out there who want a real challenge, put yourself in the cockpit and just see how well you go. Nick Thompson does a stellar job. He is on an amazing looking rig. I've seen pictures of his setup at home, and it just looks fantastic, and he just does the job week in, week out, and a fantastic bloke as well. I've been friends with Nick for a long time now. He's one of the OG boys from the Silver Fern Racing days. If anybody out there listening remembers those, that's going way back, mate. That's
that was back in split second days.
That was split second, yeah. That's OG. So
was. Yep, that was before Inters. Yep. So yeah, just the standings, just so we know. Yeah, Williams are the overall champions for season 5. McLaren's in P2 at the moment, and Alfa Romeo came roaring home in P3. Looks like we've got 5 lights, Marty. So take this one away, my friend.
Oh, mate, we do. 5 lights, and it is lights out, and we are underway for the final round of season number 5. A great start from the McLarens, getting side by side there into turn number 1, and Alpine getting stuck in the middle of Broke Vegan. Beautiful overhead shot as well. The Mercedes coming up the inside of Nick Thompson, Extinct Body, managing to hold on to P4.
Oh, Nick Thompson's around!
Nick Thompson's around! He's out! Oh, my goodness.
So is FTA SSG.
That's not ideal.
Unfortunate.
That is a safety car.
I didn't see what happened there. Honestly,
Sammy's out too.
Sam's been caught up too. So chaos, absolute chaos.
Onwards goes the bad luck for Nick Thompson.
It looked
as
like
the car's constantly up. I didn't see.
Yeah, I thought Nick Thompson just may have lost his grip. I'm not sure going around turn 2 there. Looks like he was fighting hard with Extinct Body going around the outside, and I wouldn't mind getting Nick actually in here just to have a chat. So I'll send an invite and let's hear what he's got to say. Yeah,
I think maybe just message him on Discord. That was just an unfortunate moment, and gosh, I Hopefully he's not listening on stream. That is the worst kind of commentator's curse, when you're just not even on someone, but you're talking about them, about how much bad luck they've had. And onwards goes the bad luck as well. So we'll just give Nick a quick message, see if we can get him in, see if we can hear what actually happened there as well. Sammy and FTA, who was also Pancake, I think, in the Haas, getting caught up in that as well. So as Bert Mylander jumps in the, is it a Mercedes or an Aston Martin safety car now? I can't remember. There's been so many updates. I just can't remember. But we've got
sure it's an
actually,
Aston.
It's an Aston, so...
Yep, but we do have Nick Thompson in here. So, Nick, in the Mercedes turn 2, I thought you just lost your grip there. Let us know what happened, mate.
That is unlike you, mate. We were just saying as leading up to the race that you run no assist and you run cockpit cam as well. A lot of drivers out there, of course, running medium traction, being tier 1. You can't run full, but you can run medium. A lot more pace without traction control, you've been telling us for a long time now. That's just super unfortunate. Do you think it was just the cold tyres? Yeah, of course, the new game, 2023, we can catch the car a lot easier, but these guys, these elite athletes out there that run no traction like yourself, it's just one of those things. You jump on too early, too eager, and you're trying to get a move done, especially with cars on lap 1 surrounding you as well. It's just an unfortunate moment, mate. Just the bad luck continues, bro. My heart goes out to you. We were just talking about it. And let's reset, Let's reset. I'll do some iRacing with you over the break, and we'll reset ourselves and hopefully get back into it in season 6. You'll be with us season 6 or nah?
No. Tomo's going to be retiring. Yep, he's going to full PC. So just want to say thanks for joining us over the last 4 seasons, I believe, Tomo, or 5 actually. I think you've been here. No, 4 at Inters. So yeah. Yeah, second year, but I believe we get 2 seasons per year. So you've been here for you've been here for a while. So no, we do appreciate you. You've been one of the most fantastic drivers here. Great member of the community as well. And it looks like you will finish P4 if Extinct. I think Extinct needs 23 points to beat you. So he'll have to finish P1, I believe. So it looks like you will finish P4 unless Extinct finishes P1. So congratulations on an outstanding year, mate. Well done.
Yeah, right. You'll never get away from F1, mate. We'll drag you. We'll drag you back in somehow. Don't you worry about that. Cheers, Tomo.
All right, we do have Pancake in the chat as well. Just make sure your voice is shared as well, Pancake, so all the listeners can actually hear you. Just tell us what happened off the start of the line there for you, and the first couple of corners, it looks like you may have just run into the traffic that was in front of you, and not much you could do there, but yeah, let us know what happened. Yeah. Yep, very unfortunate. Couple of race starts for you here at Inters, mate. So, yeah, probably not what the race career you were looking for. But anyway, mate, you've been putting the practice in, so it will come together for you next season. We're going to have some pre-season races as well before season 6, so we'll get you involved in those and hopefully a bit more time out on track for you, mate. Absolutely. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for joining us tonight, and we'll see you in the off-season.
Cheers, bro. All right. So that is that. That was Pancake in the chat. Of course, we have 3 DNFs so far. Sammy, FTA, Pancake, and unfortunately Nick Thompson as well. Across the field, we only have 3 hard runners. Everybody else is on the medium tyre, which is probably the preferred race tyre, but of course at the start of the race the cars are heavy, they're full of fuel, and I don't know, I mean, the Battle Cat sitting in P8, that's a good position if you can run a long stint, and hopefully there's no safety cars until later in the piece. Now, they're all concertinaing together. I don't know whether the safety car is coming in this lap. In fact, it is. And I missed that note, but we are holding. Websy, Mercy, the two McLarens, P2, P3, broke vegan, holding the line. He is holding it up as we're about to go green. When will we go green? It is such a snail trail down across the start line. He is milking this like a cow on a farm, and off we go. It is almost going to be
what a great start.
Scotty, look at that down the inside of the Alfa Romeo as well, down into turn number 1. I'll tell you what, that was brave.
Oh, that was brave, but Scotty won't die twice wondering, that's for sure. He absolutely sent that and got the move done right after the finish line. So shout out to the team principal from Red Bull there, up into P5. But Chilpill on his outside in the Aston Martin, just having a wee look there. Can he get the job done? They're going absolutely side by side. I'm on board with Mertz, who has got a front row position to this fight, this scrap going down the back straight at the moment. Looks like the Aston Martin's got a little bit better straight line speed here, but who's going to break later into the turn?
Who was that going
Looks
wide?
like
That
Scotty.
was Aston going wide up Chilpill. Does Mertz get the switchback? There'd been no DRS for 2 laps after the safety car. We never actually had DRS enabled anyway. Or by crikey, that was close.
Miller's up on the inside of the Battle Cat at the moment, a bit further down, and there's someone else, I think it's Prezzo, trying to have a look, gets a bit squeezed there. In the middle of those two cars, coming around the outside of 9 at the moment, nice and clean there, so Battle Cat will retain P8, Miller P9, and Prezzo in P10.
Yeah, not a bad go from the Battle Cat. He's holding his position. That's all he's got to do. He's got to hold on to his position for about 10 to 12 laps, somewhere when the mids start dropping off. And, of course, the Battle Cat will be quicker, much quicker, in the final stint if there are no more safety cars. Once he jumps onto those mids with the lighter car after the fuel is burnt off, it will be... it'll be all go for the Battle Cat if he can hang on to that. Mertz in P7 in the Ferrari. Of course, he's jumped in late minute through turn 1. The first sector we go now as the light begins to diminish. It is a nighttime race here in Abu Dhabi. This is the last round of season number 5, Tier 1. You are here watching the action. What can you see?
Marcus Costa up on the inside of turn 5, has to take avoiding action, almost went to the back of Miller and loses that position there. And Aussie 2K Goat in the Williams up on the inside into P11. So Marcus just getting that braking point wrong there, but it won't be long before he gets that car back on track and up through the field, no doubt about it, Marty. He's up on the inside right now, coming into the chicane of 6 and 7, hard on the brakes, pulls it up in time and gets the move back down there.
Last of the late breakers, that bloke. Holy. That was intense. Yeah, absolutely right. Of course, the Williams, KLX and Aussie 2K starting at the back of the field. Let's just have a look if we can bring up the position change. That's not what I want. What can you see?
Miller's absolutely up on the inside of Battle Cat. Gave him a little bit of tap just to let him know he was there, but the Battle Cat is scrapping hard. He is not going to let Miller go with this one. Let's have a look here. Battle Cat, this is where Miller set it up on the inside. Couldn't get the job done. Miller holds the inside here through 13. Pushes Cat wide around 15. Gets the job done. Miller up into P8, so nice scrap from those two there.
Oh my goodness, that was super close. That is the place you do not want to be going too wide at all, let alone one wide. It's, oh my goodness, a few cars running wide there on the final turn as well. Turn number 16 down to the final down to the main straight, sorry. DRS has been enabled. This is where it starts to change. So where will... Oh, who was that running wide? That was, I think it was No, I'm not sure who that was. Someone running very, very wide there. It's Miller's actually flashing. He's already flashing. We're only on lap 6. He has moved up 8 positions, starting P16. He's up in P number 8 in the Alpine, flashing up a storm in the midst of the DRS train, now down towards turn number 6. This is where it's going to start.
Sorry, Prezzo in the Alpha Tauri just coming back at Marcus there. Marcus has to burn a little bit, coming onto the back of the Red Bull of the Battle Cat and sends it up on the inside. Let's hope the Battle Cat was watching that one. I'm not sure if he did because there was a little bit of contact. Prezzo on the outside now of turn 7, gets around the Battle Cat as well. So the Battle Cat just looking like Sergio Perez in the last couple of corners of the Las Vegas Grand Prix there. Yeah,
he's getting a wee bit swallowed there. They're sort of going 2, 3, 4 wide, almost down and towards, that is turn number... something. That's turn number 9. The newly profiled, of course, turn number 9 into the final sector we head now. They're still almost going a couple of cars wide there around the outside of the Battle Cat. Who is that? That's Lorenzbro.
Yeah, scrappy. Yeah. That was a beautiful move there. Took advantage of that one. He's on the back of those Williams drivers who have been coming from the back of the field. So KLX and Aussie 2K Goat P12 and 11 respectively will be working together to keep some pressure on Prezzo and Marcus in P9, who's coming through the field and coming up to the back of his mate Miller in P8, who goes very wide in turn 1. So that's a 3-second time penalty there already, just 7.5 laps in.
Yeah, penalties abroad will be, they'll be skipping in quick. I think if these guys are going to be pushing as hard as they can, there's going to be a price to pay for that. There will be some invoices sent out and some money exchanging hands.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Broke Vegan, P2, up into the lead, going down the straight into turn 6 and 7. So Vegan, yep, very nice and clean there. Absolutely didn't need to send it, just a pure pace there down the straight. And Webbsy will look to try and get a run here on the back of the Alpine. Of course, Mercy, his teammates behind him in P3 as well, and Extinct Body pushing very hard, and Scotty in P5 in the Red Bull. So it's a nice little train here forming, Marty.
Yeah, it really is. It's a nice big train all the way down to, in fact, it's from P1 to P4. Broke Vegan holding up the fort at the stage. A beautiful car, beautiful view over the back of the wing of that Alpine towards the two Papaya cars sitting P2, P3. They're going to want to work together if they can. To try and really make this work. Extinct sitting P4. He's sitting pretty, I think, on the meds as well. There's some noises coming from you that I'm unsure about.
Yeah, Miller's just he's driving really hard. It's a good show. It's a good show. He's trying to keep on the back of Marcus and getting a little bit squiggly coming out of 14, I believe. But it's a good showing. As is Mertz in P7 in the Ferrari. Just. And Miller's picked up another time penalty, so that's going to cost him at the end. But Mertz having a really nice run here. P7 at the moment, going up a couple of tiers, looking very nice. As is Mercy in Tier 1, looking very comfortable.
Yeah, Mertz having a couple of stabs of the steering wheel there around turn 5.
Here goes Mercy now. The McLaren's the attack on the Alpine.
Oh my goodness, look at the state of that.
Broke Vegan up on the inside though. In the middle.
Broke Vegan. He's in a papaya sandwich. That sounds like a grapefruit salad. A papaya sandwich. Oh my goodness. Let's have one of those for breakfast. So Broke Vegan gets back past again. They're just switching and mixing and matching like a bloody deck of cards, aren't they? They're just going one for one.
Oh, it's fantastic racing, that's for sure, Marty. They're really showing how racing is done around Abu Dhabi, that's for sure. So it's the top 8, I believe, having a real nice scrap here, forming a nice long train, just coming into, we're almost done 9 laps now. So, yeah, it's been a good little scrap, of course. Looks like we have a yellow flag in the third sector. It looks like an Alpine is around maybe. Yeah, it's Miller.
I think you find that's Greedo. Actually, in the Aston Martin.
Miller and Greedo,
possibly, Miller and Greedo possibly coming together. Let's see if we can see any damage on that car. The tyres are just on fire. He is struggling to keep that car on the track. It is as squiggly as a packet of twisties. There is no damage on that Alpine.
So,
yep.
KLX is in the box, which means he may have damage. Yes, he's putting on a new wing. So
it is a front wing.
I think he may have been caught up with Miller. I'm not sure. It looked like Greedo was a little bit further behind, but either way, bit of damage to KLX, so unfortunate for him.
Yeah, unfortunate as, but I'll tell you what, Marcus Costa is on the move on the Aston Martin of Chillpill down towards turn number 6. Now he just tucks right on behind. He'll get late on the brakes, very late on the brakes. The confidence in that car is just second to none from that Haas driver. Beautiful move there, and he gets it done into the DRS zone, flicks it open, onto the next.
I tell you what, I've got to actually put my hand on the wall and hold on when I'm on board with Marcus when he's coming into those heavy braking zones. I really have to pull myself up. It's absolutely fantastic to watch. It's a bit of a rush. So, Broke Vegan in P3 at the moment and Extinct Body all over him. If we could get on that little scrap, because the two McLarens are actually leading this race at the moment. So, Extinct Body looks to get a bit better of an exit there. He's getting all over those curbs, which is what you want to do. Stay away from the track limits, following these cars very nicely. What do you see?
Extinct Body getting a wee bit wide there on the exit of 14. This is a massive scrap. Well, I tell you what, we are getting some amazing views from the helicam coming down through that hotel section. It is just a beautiful thing to watch. We get a decent view of what is exactly going on. You can see where the cars are going. There's a wee bit of a moment there as well from Broke Vegan behind. Getting a little bit squiggly, as well as he's still getting squiggly all over the curb. That thing is like licorice on a cupcake. There is just something not quite right there, but down towards 5 we go.
No, you're right. A couple of cars just getting a little bit loose there, and it's absolutely opened the door for Chill Pill, who has a little bit of a loose exit as well coming around turn 5. It's opened the door up for Mertz, who had a very good exit out of 5 and is on the back of Chill Pill's gearbox at the moment in that Aston Martin. But yeah, very good scrapping up here, and Marcus just keeping out of Scotty's gearbox as well. Pulled that car up brilliantly just in time there, and continuing on with this fine racing here in Tier 3 Abu Dhabi Inters Racing League.
Yeah, final round of the season. This is turning out to be a banger. We haven't had many incidents so far, which is great to see. The cars have sort of spread themselves out a little bit, but I'll tell you what, there's no big gaps forming apart from the gap behind Rensborough and P9 and the Alfa Romeo down to Prezzo in the Alfa Tauri. So the battle seems to be well up the front with the McLaren, and the Alpine and Extinct Body. And Scotty, I tell you what, he's jumping in on the mix as well. Marcus Costa sitting P6 on the hards. He's going to run long. He'll be quicker at the end as well. He'll be happy with where he's sitting at the moment. But those mids are going to start screaming probably within the next 3 laps, I reckon.
Oh, they'll be screaming bloody murder, no doubt about it. If we can move down onto P10, Prezzo in the Alfa Tauri, just want to highlight this driver at the moment who's he's been impressing me the last couple of weeks to just step into the Tier 1 here, slotted in nicely on the grid, holding his own, no doubt about it. Not letting the Alfa Romeo of Lorenzbro out of his sight currently, and keeping Aussie 2K GOAT at bay, who was the Tier 2 champion last season.
Yeah, of course he was. As KLX goes quick time with a 25.2. Of course he was. And what a great season it was last season as well. And, man, we've been around for a while now. Inters is coming into season number 6. I can't wait to see what's going to happen. Of course, the new game coming out next year. It's going to be amazing to see how many shout-outs we don't have to do to Cody's if they do make a nice game. But we'll probably still do them anyway, let's be honest.
Of course we will.
Of course we will. Yeah. Be rude not to.
Excuse.
Any excuse to have a whinge. I tell you what, Mercy and Websy working well together, up at the front. So 10 laps on the mids. The pit window is going to be opening probably pretty soon if it hasn't already. We haven't seen the strategies on the screen so far, but I think about lap 13, 14. I think I did 14 maybe on the mids last night. They were okay, but the hards were actually just as okay. They did run longer. No safety cars last night, which we haven't seen tonight either. Let's not try and curse it, though. But it's a scrap at the front. Oh. I'll tell you what, it's a scrap down to P6. Marcus Costa.
Did we not have a safety car after lap 1? I believe we did.
I mean, sorry, yes. Sorry, I'm thinking of last night race. Yes.
Yeah, I was dying for a safety car last night. Me and Liquid Jake. No, it wasn't Liquid Jake. Who was it at the back with me? Granny Fatty, one of the best names going around on the F1 community at the moment. He give midweek Risties a run for his money with the best name, no doubt about it. Shout out to Gordo. I'm pretty sure that was.
Yeah, absolutely right. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, safety car lap 1. What am I saying? Hopefully we don't see more safety cars is what I'm saying. But I mean, safety cars breed safety cars. I'm just going to go and put it out there. But hopefully we don't see any more. The cars have spread themselves out a wee bit. The Ferrari of Quiet Cake sitting in a world of his own with some nice clean air in front of Daniel Starr, 3.5 seconds behind. So I wonder whether Quiet Cake, even Mertz in the Ferrari, a few of those cars sitting behind in the train behind Chill Pill, I wonder whether they might even go for the undercut and try and get out in a little bit of clean air and just keep their car running on the track. High downforce is the game around here. You want to try and make the most of it. What can you see? Chill Pill, that's Mertz and Chill Pill.
Absolutely, side
by side. Oh, there's a touch.
Yep. There was a bit of a touch there, so those two absolutely scrapping it out, and looks like Chill Pill got the better of that one, so Mertz will just have to tuck in behind and wait for a brighter day to make that move. Yeah, he's going to have to wait for the sun to shine so he can make hay as it continues. As we do see, the first of the boxing is strategy is it. That's it. Aussie coming in, Mercy coming in too. Mertz moves up into P7. This is where it's really going to make the most of those fresh tyres. Fresh tyres are so invaluable. It's so powerful when you get an undercut, especially on a track like this, because you can really get the corners done and the exits nice on the power early and just move up even 2 or 3 seconds, 2 or 3 or 5 seconds even on an undercut if you are good enough. So this is where it starts to stretch itself out. Quiet Cake in the pit as well for the Ferrari, so he's going to throw on those hard tyres and look to go to the end of the race, you'd believe. So pretty good showing there from Quiet Cake up into T1. Of course, he's stepping up from Tier 3, so it's a shout out to those boys really stepping up and filling the grid today, and we hope they're enjoying themselves out there as we get up a little bit further. Looks like Lorenz and Prezzo and Mertz maybe? No,
Mertz has had a moment.
Delta was a little bit wrong there, so
Yep.
Yeah, not
Mertz had a
the
moment
strap
there
I thought
somewhere.
it was, but Extinct Body in P3 on the back of Broke Vegan. If you don't mind, Marty, just coming in past 11 and 12, 12 now, through 13 and 14. Let's see if we can keep the pressure on the back of the Alpine.
Yeah, I see Broke Vegan flashing, as we know, like an ecstasy filled nightclub. He is all up in that less than 10% bracket, as it is box for Broke Vegan. For Extinct Body and Broke Vegan. Oh, just pulling it up in time. By crikey, that was close. So Marcus running late. Marcus running a 13-lap hards. He's going to be running long into this one.
Yeah. I believe there is a little glitch coming into the pit lane here at Abu Dhabi. Hopefully none of those drivers get caught out with that, because it's a bit of a slight on the game, that one. So, anyway.
Are you saying there's a glitch in the game?
Oh, there might be a bit of a...
No.
There might be
There can't be.
But,
that's impossible. That's imposterous.
There might be a bit of a glitch going on, but there's not many. It looks like Marcus has actually come out into P2. Yeah, so you're right. He's going long on those hards. Scotty back into P3, so Marcus gets the move done on to Scotty. Let's see if Marcus can pull down that time with Webbsy in P1 on 13-lap old mediums. Marcus will have a bit better life left in those, but Scotty absolutely coming back in the Red Bull. He won't have enough coming into turn 9, so we'll just look to get a toe behind the rapid Haas of Marcus Costa.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, KLX and Mercy are having a wee bit of a tussle up here, a little bit of fisticuffs. Broke Vegan on the fresh hards as well, right behind the Battle Cat. So these guys are sitting pretty at this stage. KLX on the fresh-ish mids. There was that moment, actually, we did see KLX boxing, so Mercy sitting nicely on the hards, just jumping in behind KLX as well. He'll be sitting in the DRS train. It is a train behind Broke Vegan, P7 down to P10. Under
Marcus
the
Costa,
motel. Yes, Marcus Costa box.
Webbsy and Prezzo. So it was Lorenzbro and Prezzo having a bit of scrap there. Prezzo decided to pit, come in, put the fresher tyres on, and Lorenzbro into P2 on the 13-lap old medium, Smarty.
Yeah, that's a long way to go for Marcus. I would have thought, to be honest, he would run till possibly even lap 18 and just try and have the freshest tyres in the field if he can. But, I mean, we all know Marcus. He's out there. He is esports speed, that man. So who am I to question what he's doing?
Absolutely. I think Marcus is all about just keeping up with the boys around him with the fresh tyres on. I don't think it really matters if he's wearing hards or softs or enters or bloody wets. Marcus is bloody faster than everyone, so he'll get the job done no matter what. I'm on board with KLX at the moment, who's on the back of Webbsy.
Oh, Miller's
coming
out.
Down into turn 6. Miller, DNF. It's not unheard of, but unfortunate for the Alpine driver, because he would have been scoring points for Alpine, and Adzi needs all the points he can get there. So that's Miller done for Season 5 at Inters. We'll keep on board with KLX, as I said, on the back of Webbsy at the moment, and Webbsy on the back of Broke Vegan in the Alpine, the only one left on the track. Webbsy up on the inside. Will he send it into turn 9? No, just tucks back in, as does KLX on the inside, looking to get a good run here on these two.
It's nearly 3 wide. Oh, a bit of a squiggle there from Broke Vegan. Oh, 2 wide. They were almost going to go 3 wide. No, they decided to go Indian file. By crikey. There was a wee bit of a squiggle there. I'll tell you what, these tyres are going to start getting a little bit burnt up, aren't they?
They will, and I think it was a retirement in pit from Miller, because his car's come back on a track. So Scotty's just going to have to avoid that one. Just coming around now. And, yep, the car has pulled over to the side, so not a problem there for Scotty, who is P1 in the Red Bull, the team principal this season, currently P6 overall on the standings, and finished P6 overall on the standings last season. So Mr. Consistency himself leading this race with a 4-second gap to Lorenzbro on the 14-lap old mediums.
Yeah, he really is. Do you reckon he might? I reckon he could almost go to lap 20 and then jump on the soft, and he will be rapid if he can just keep that car on the track in the meantime. I don't know, it's a bit of a gamble, but I think one of the strategies is mid to soft if you're keen enough and if you can look after your tyres. But who knows, as Webbsy just gets done by Broke Vegan, they're down towards the chicane of 6 and 7.
Geez, these two are having a great scrap, you got to say. Webbsy absolutely holding his own, really going back and forth with Broke Vegan, who we know is one of the quickest drivers on the grid, no doubt about it. As you said, Scotty can go long, so Scotty, if you're listening to us, I reckon that soft strategy would be the go to bring it home, because it's the last race of the season, brother. Nothing to lose. Risk it to biscuit.
Yeah, I mean, what's a pit lane around here? It's probably 20, 22, 23 seconds somewhere, which
roughly.
Realistically, if he does wait a few more laps and the cars sort of spread themselves out a little bit, I mean, Let's just have a look at the interval to leader. So, okay. Now, it would probably pop him down at about P12, somewhere just behind Mertz in between the Ferraris there. So it'll be a Ferrari sandwich, I think. But if he can run along, yeah.
Marcus, Mercy, Extinct. There's a hell of a scrap going on here coming into turn 1, Marty B.
Oh, there really is. Oh, Marcus almost running into the rear end of that Alfa Romeo of Extinct. But he gets the job done.
Yeah, that was a great job there. Got the move done nice and cleanly. Let's see if this little scrap's going to open the door for Aussie 2K Goat just to come to the back of this pack. He's currently just under 2.5 seconds behind Extinct Body, so that gap is closing. Let's see if this scrap up here looks like Mercy's up on the inside of KLX, gets the job done up into P5, coming into turn 6 and 7 as Websy and Broke Vegan are going back and forth as well. It's all happening, Marty. It's a great scrap here tonight.
Oh, it's a fantastic scrap going on. 16 laps on those mids is Scotty Lorenzbro right behind on the 15. So they are the oldest tyres in the field. Surely they're going to go soft. They've got to go about 3 more. I reckon. Let's just go back to that interval as... who was that? That was Marcus Costa.
That was Extinct. No, it was Marcus. No, you're right. Oh, my goodness, what a move.
Going side by side with Mercy as well. There's almost contact there coming towards the hotel section. 12 and 13 we go now. They are just buckling out, aren't they? They're just going nuts.
Jeez. Marcus just went so deep into turn 9, but kept the pace in the car, flung it around the corner like a bloody... what are those things that used to go on when you were a kid and you used to get stuck up on the wall with the no gravity?
Oh, those, yeah, I know the things you mean. The gravity...
Voltron, I don't know, whatever. Yep,
the Gravitron, yeah.
Gravitron, that's
Gravitron.
It.
Yeah.
Yep, it was on a bloody Gravitron, I tell you, going around turn 10. That was absolutely unbelievable, Marcus. Shout out to you, mate. Great move there.
Yeah, I tell you what, he's going to make another one too, down towards turn number 9. It's lost. God, friggin' damn it, he's so loud on the brakes. That was almost... He was basically sniffing the pants of Broke Vegan. Now, I bet you he could almost taste his toe jams. That's how close he was.
His lunches all over his lap. That's how bloody hard he was braking, no doubt about it. So, Marcus coming into turn 9. Will he send it on the McLaren?
Yeah.
He does.
Oh, my goodness.
Is he going to get the switchback on Broke, his mate? He won't, but... Oh, this is just absolutely great racing here. So Websy going to have to tuck in behind Marcus for P5 at the moment. Got the 3-lap old hards. Marcus on those 3-lap old mediums, really getting the job done here up into P3 in the Haas.
Yeah, just got the job done there on Broke Vegan. So he is going balls to the wall and fishhooks to the face. He's not taking any prisoners. The McLaren's P5, P6 on the hard tyres, still sitting at net P3, P4. Once, of course, Lorenzbro and Scotty do box. So they're sitting pretty at this stage.
Lorenzbro is boxing, so he took down about a second there from Scotty in the last lap. Lorenzbro coming into pit now on 17 lap old medium. So let's see what he's going to throw on. Of course, Prezzo as well, keeping the pressure on Mertz. Coming around the final turn. Prezzo, I think he's going to get the job done here on Mertz. No, Mertz just closes the door on the outside. Oh, Prezzo gives him a little tap.
Hopefully no doubt. Oh, a little bit of a squiggle there from Mertz as well. I'll tell you what, Scotty's making the most. So he needs to write an email to Pirelli and ask for bonus money. He is making the absolute most of those tyres. 18 laps on the mids. He's going to run very, very, very deep into this race. As Lorenzbro jumps onto the soft, he's going to be rapid.
Yeah, you called it, Marty. He's definitely gone on those, and I don't reckon a lap too late either. I reckon that's about the perfect call from him. Scotty has decided to go out an extra lap, so I imagine Scotty will be into box this lap, no doubt about it. So it's going to be an interesting finish here with the fast finishing Marcus Costa and Broke Vegan, Websy and Mercy as well. So strap yourselves in, ladies and gentlemen. This is the finale for Inters Racing League Tier 1, the last race, and it's been an absolute fantastic scrap so far, Marty. Thanks for joining us here in Sky Race Control and all season long. Absolute shout out to you, mate. You've had a banger of a season in the car and on the comm, so thank you for all your hard work this season, mate.
Oh, it's been an absolute pleasure, of course, having you along to talk the good stuff while I talk some absolute garbage as Mertz goes out. Mertz has had an incident. What have we seen here? It is coming into the final section. Mertz has gone around. He has clouted the front. That thing looks like a dying, praying mantis on turn number 12. That is This will see it. This will see some boxing for some softs. For those cars that could make it, I'll tell you what, Mercy didn't. Mercy and Scotty did not. That would have been perfect for Scotty, but he has just missed out on that pit lane entrance by a bloody bee's pair of shoes. There's nothing in it.
It is a virtual though, so yeah.
Oh, sorry, it is.
he
I
still
thought it was no, it is full safety. I can see Bert Mylander pulling out of the pit
no,
lane
you're
now.
right. Yep,
It is full safety, even though thanks to Cody's, it does only say virtual safety car, which is exactly what we would expect. We couldn't count them for anything less. Mertz.
That's right. Now we do have Mertz in the chat. It looked like he may have been scrapping with Prezzo through maybe 12 and 13. Mertz, let us know what happened, mate.
Going side by side into the turn. I think he just got turned in on. Unfortunate. Saw my destiny flying into the wall, hoping I understand it, but yeah. What a way on the season.
So Destiny's Child then will be your nickname after this race. Unfortunate, Mertz. No, on a serious note, mate. Looked like you were really holding your own out there in the Tier 1 ranks tonight, just reserving up for Ferrari. You've had a fantastic season since being signed for Ferrari, just over halfway through the season in Tier 3, racking up podiums and race wins. So, credit to you for stepping up today, mate, and just unfortunate finish there, but can't wait to see you on the grid next season, and you're running a few comms as well, I believe, Mertz. You'll be in the comms box next season.
Yeah, might see me around there a couple of times. Would be quite a bit of fun, being in comms next season, as I'm guessing because we have a lot coming their way, and it'll definitely be a lot more interesting and fun.
All right, beauty, Mertz. Well, thanks for joining us today, mate. As I said, great season. You've been a tremendous teammate at Ferrari as well, so we thank you for all your efforts in the socials as well. Mertz is the one who takes care of Instagram and gets all our videos done. Scotty, David Scott obviously does all the graphics there, so shout out to those two, and we'll see you next season, Mertz.
Thanks, guys.
All right, Marty B, we do have a full safety car, even though it still says virtual up on the screen. It looks like a lot of soft runners. The only one out there is Battle Cat on mediums, and I imagine Gritto will come into box and put on some softs.
Oh, I mean, you would think so. We're going to do at least one more after this under safety car. It does come down, what are we going to have, maybe 6 racing laps after this, so it's sort of, in a funny way, it is kind of like the 2021 season, where it does come down to a late safety car, and there will just be very few. I kind of called it at the start. I thought, I wonder if that'll happen, and it kind of has, but there'll be more racing laps than there was 2 years ago. But
yeah, you know what? It's a shame Scotty still hasn't got those old mediums out there, because he would feel like Lewis Hamilton absolutely at the end of 2021 there. And Marcus, of course, being Max Verstappen, unstoppable on those soft tyres.
Yep.
That would have been rather funny if that played out that way.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Scotty's really, really benefited from this because he jumped off those mids. He did, what did he do, 20 laps on them? And he's got himself a free pit stop, which has just skyrocketed him to P1. He would be down in P12 or 13 by now had he boxed if there wasn't a safety car. So
absolutely.
I tell you what, he is the absolute winner, if not almost driver of the day for that type of stuff, for running very, very long, almost puncture territory on those mids, 20 laps. Yeah. That's disgusting. Well done.
Yeah. He's having a cracker of a race here, Scotty. Shout out to him. He does such a good job for us during comms during the last couple of seasons, at least anyway. So, and he's been a great team principal as well. Really good admin member, and praise to Scotty. So glad to see him having a really good race out here tonight. Of course, he's got Marcus right behind him, which is the last driver you want to have behind you. Having a safety car come in, so when the time is right, he'll probably open the door up and then just go scrapping away with the likes of Mercy, Vegan and KLX, and hopefully Scotty can snatch a podium at the last race of the season here.
Yep, absolutely. We're just on board with the Battle Cat at the moment, who has boxed again. I think something's happened there. He has jumped onto another set of meds for some reason of the exact same age as the ones he was. In fact, older meds by 1 lap than the meds that he was just on. I'm not quite sure what's happened there. I would have thought he'd go for the soft.
I've got some inside information, mate.
Okay. Yep.
So, earlier in the admin chat today, I crunched all of the numbers in the constructors and made an absolute dog's breakfast of it. And every admin member laughed at me pretty much. And Battlecat showed me where I'd gone wrong in every single mathematication sum. And then the Battlecat got his drivers and his teams wrong and made himself look like a fool as well. So I think it's just a bit of late season, just just a bit of late season brain fog. You know what I mean? From 20 laps and just crunching all the numbers and getting all the reserves in and the check-in and the race briefs and this and that. And there's a lot of work to be done. So maybe Battle Cat's brain is just a bit fried and he's put on the wrong set of tyres.
Do you think he changed his wing to change?
Yeah.
He probably did.
Yeah.
That's probably what he was most concerned about, was just changing his wing to change.
Yep. So we'll let them know the inside joke there. So under the pressures of driving this season, we've got a really good group of guys in the party chat. So in the Ferrari chat, we've got about 5 or 6 boys that are in there together, some from other teams. And in the heat of one of the races, when there was a bit of damage, a bit of chaos, I screamed out, make sure you change your wing to change. So the boys haven't let me forget about that one. And
we never will. I'll tell you what, if we see Battle Cat boxing, he's boxing again.
I'll tell you what, he's going to throw on a couple of boxing gloves away he's going. The time he's spending in the box at the moment, he's going to come out looking for a bloody fisticuff.
Yeah, I imagine. Tell me he does not put on the same set of mediums he does. He puts on the same outfit.
He's done it again. He has lost his mind.
He's absolutely lost his Red Bulls. They are going... Shout out to the Battle Cat. I bet he's listening to the stream. I bet he is. Shout out to you, Cattlebat.
Don't Bennett coming out of pit lane.
Don't Bennett.
Don't Bennett coming out of pit lane, please. This is the worst comms curse ever.
It really is. We're going to jump off him and go on to someone else.
I hope he's having fun anyway. Yeah. Shout out to the Battle Cat. He's probably the one that does the most work during the season. It's a pretty big job he's got, and he does a really good effort. And, so I just want to credit Battle Cat for all of his hard work at Inters. It doesn't go unrecognised, and definitely one of our favourite community members. So shout out to the Cat. Yeah,
shout out to the Cattlebat. One of the OG members. He's been around for a long time, much as the rest of us really have. And, of course, we look forward to Season 6.
Well,
yes.
You would if you're over 50. So...
The Cattlebat, I think he's got his 62nd birthday coming up on Thursday. Actually, not actually. Yep. No, he's young at heart, just like the rest of us. We're all out here playing games. Doesn't matter what your age is, as long as you're enjoying what you're doing. It doesn't matter.
I'm no spring chicken, Marty. I don't think either of us are. So we're in the same boat as the Battle Cat, that's for sure. But I know what Battle Cat will be doing on Christmas morning. He'll be going to see the new Ferrari movie. Enzo Ferrari movie. I'm pretty sure that comes out Christmas Day. So he's got his gold ticket and he's ready to go. So we know Battle Cat's one of the biggest Ferrari fans in Inters. And Scotty is about to take off racing. So let's get on board with Scotty in the Red Bull, because the safety car is coming into pit lane as I speak. Let's see if Scotty can get a nice clean takeaway and get a bit of a jump on Marcus Costa, because we know Marcus, if you give him half a sniff, he'll take the whole bag.
Yep, if you just take off one of your socks and just give him a sniff, he will eat both of your feet. That is absolutely right. Great jump there from Scotty. I think it's just inevitable. I think Scotty's just going to bide his time and just possibly... this car's out! This car's out behind. Who is that? That is a huge accident.
It's vegan. Oh, it's super unfortunate. He was having such a great race in the Alpine. That's not what IRL ads wanted to see there, so... Lorenz Bro just going around there, and he's going to give Broke a bit of a tow here, I think. Just going to help him out. So unfortunate there, because he was up in the podiums.
Yeah, he really was. That was oh my goodness! And who's that? That is Scotty getting it all twisted, metal, and wrong. I'm not even sure what happened there. That looked like a glitch, but it seemed like he came together with Mercy, maybe.
Maybe going down the straight.
Yeah, I mean,
there may have been a bit of a bang there, but it's all right because he's got a bit of a gap. So Scotty and Mercy lets him go. Does he? No?
I don't know.
Maybe... Anyway, they're being rather nice and courteous. So it's great to see there, and they're having a great scrap. So, unfortunately, Broke Vegan out of contention for the podiums, but it has opened the door back up for Mercy to snatch a podium maybe, and Scotty holding on to P2, so Marcus running away with it here.
Oh, I'll tell you what, there's no front wing on the Williams car of KLX either, so he must have got caught up with that at some point. He has got Prezzo in the Alpha Tauri, just jumping all over him as the Aston Martin and Ferrari go past as well of Quiet Cake and Chill Pill. So into the box for KLX it is. That goes his last to first challenge. He will be strapping on a new set of softs for that man. So back up towards the front. Marcus Costa, of course, running away
Lorenz, with it. He's had enough. So he's just put it into pit lane. Lorenz, bro, he is retired. So that'll be his Season 5 over here at Inters Racing League. Shout out Lorenz. Great job there filling in for Alfa Romeo and getting those points for your team. But we'll move back up. Let's have a look at these scraps. It looks like Mercy, maybe?
Absolutely. We've just jumped on with Mercy on the rear of the Red Bull of Scotty. He is going to be chomping at the bit. Those two McLarens, that has got to be death-defying.
Oh, sorry. Battle Cat very late on the break, going into turns 6 and 7, scrapping with Gritto. Absolutely great performance there. Battle Cat is really getting his balls out tonight.
Yeah, and of course he loves to get his balls out. It is fly down at the front of the pants, balls to the wall for that man. He just enjoys a bit of a scrap, and rubbing it the right way is what he is all about. Sitting behind Quiet Cake now, he's probably going to have a look down towards into the first DRS zone. After 5, I imagine he's going to be sitting there just tickling himself a wee bit and holding on for what he can, grasping at the bottom part of it. I just almost said some horrible things there, but let's not go down that track. Marcus Costa, 23.5 on the soft.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Marcus up to just over a 4-second lead at the moment. We do have a yellow flag. It looks like KLX maybe, or is that an Alpine? It looks like Rogue Vegan. Yeah, maybe. Yep. Just having a bit of a issue at the back. But Battle Cat is on the back of Quiet Cake at the moment. The Battle Cat is he's not pulling any punches this afternoon. Up on the inside of the Ferrari, bit of a late break there, and
runs the Ferrari wide. That is the pressure. I tell you what, they're going side by side behind Quiet Cake and Greedo as well. That is the move of the century. Flicks that rear wing open like a letterbox. Let's go Battle Cat down the straight towards turn number 6. That is the move done. P9 on the mids.
Greedo with a nice run. Let's see if he can force the Battle Cat to cough up a fur ball coming into 6 and 7. The hairpin looks like a pretty good exit from Cat, so he may hang on to this one, but it looks like the DRS is going to be open for the Aston Martin, so he's going to get a nice run. I don't think he's going to get a long enough run. No, he's got no battery at all. So, it's the Mercedes of Daniel Starr on the outside of turn 9, if you don't mind, fighting Greedo for that position 10 there. Still holding on to the inside. He's going to have it. Daniel Starr, great run there. Great run.
Still side by side. I tell you what, Quiet Cake's looking to pick up the pieces here. Battle Cat is up there licking himself like a cat should, just thinking, man, these guys are scrapping behind me. They can have as much fighting as they want. He is going to try and run after Prezzo, who has that 3-second penalty on the softs in front of him. The softs are going to start going off a wee bit, but there's only 3 laps left, 2 after this. Let's go down to the wire.
Chill Pill was having a great scrap with Prezzo in the last couple of corners, 13, 14. It looks like it might be Webbsy as well. Scrapping at the moment with Scotty on the outside coming into turn 5. Scotty on the inside holds his line, but Webbsy gets a bit better for an exit on the outside up into P3 at the moment, but they are scrapping side by side. Looks like they've got a run on Mercy as well, so maybe 3 cars wide here with about
Mercy
3
goes
laps
defensive.
to go.
Down the inside goes Scotty into 2. Oh my goodness, what's going to happen? They're going to go 2 wide, 3 wide. No, they're not. They all tuck in. A little bit of an oversteer there from the Red Bull, but the McLaren on the outside gets a great run. Gets a great run. Is this going to be a move down in towards turn number 9?
Both the McLarens on the outside of the Red Bull at the moment.
They're going to eat him up like a cupcake.
Scotty and Webbsy are going to scrap here going into turn 9. They're absolutely side by side. Extinct Body having a very good look at this scrap in P5 at the moment. Just watching the 2 McLarens and the Red Bulls absolutely throwing haymakers at each other going through lap 27 at the moment. This is a really good scrap, Marty. I'm enjoying this one. The McLarens working together. Scotty, the Red Bull, being patient, and Extinct as well up on the inside.
Bit of a moment there from Scotty. Extinct touches him.
Gives him a little bit of a kiss there, but Scotty keeps it straight enough to continue on. Luckily there, and Extinct will just have to tuck back in and wait for another opportunity.
Oh, absolutely. It is coming down to the wire. Lap 28 of 29. We've got 1.5 laps to go. Scotty gets a 3-second. No, Scotty.
No, Scotty.
No. Do not beam me up, Scotty. That is not the way he wants to go out. He is going to be absolutely fuming towards turn 9. Round about we go. The McLarens are going to be just sitting out there.
He might hold on to P6 though, Scotty.
He might.
Yep, which seems to be his favourite number this season and last season.
Right.
So we'll wait and see, but Extinct does get the move done as Webbsy Let's Mercy go into P2 here. So the McLaren's working really well together. Looks like they might collect a couple of podiums if they can continue this. What do you see, Marty?
Oh, it's Extinct sort of squeeze Scotty a wee bit wide. There could have been a little bit of contact, but the DRS goes open. They're flashing up a storm. It looks like Hanukkah up in this place. There is lights all over the shop. I'll tell you what, those softs are going to be screaming, but they don't care. There is only half a lap to go. We are coming into the middle of Sector 3, sorry. It's all to play for. Marcus out the front, 6-second lead. Call us across the line if you like.
I'm on the back of Aussie 2K Goat. We've got another lap to go, Marty, but on the back of Aussie 2K Goat.
Oh, sorry,
in front of him, plenty of cars flashing like your favourite uncle down the park on a Wednesday afternoon. So let's just hope everyone can keep it in their seats today as we come around for the final lap. Marcus is leading this, and he will take the race win if it can continue on. But we've got Mercy and Websy absolutely scrapping for P2 at the moment. The two McLarens, will they drop their... Will they drop
pants?
their, well, not their pants, will they drop their, working together and absolutely scrap it out for the podium? Let's just wait and see. But Extinct Body, he won't want to die wondering. He'll want to get his hands on a podium as well. Scotty, unfortunately, looks like he will miss out. And Aussie 2K Goat putting a bit of pressure on Scotty, Marty.
Oh, just what an absolute amazing close to this race. It's DRS. It's open for Websy down towards... They're both flashing. He's going to go down the inside. These guys are not, like you say, Broseph, going to die wondering. They are going to go double upsies and try and just make the most of it. I'll tell you what, Extinct's going to be right on the rear of the McLaren as well, down towards the DRS zone. It is buttons to the wall. It is nuts out. Undo your shoes, take him off and kick the guy next to you. Down towards turn number 9 is the new profile on camber. They are on the throttle. They are on the limit. They are on the absolute best of their behaviour coming down into the final sector now. We are on board with Extinct Body P4 and the Alfa Romeo. Right hand down. Use your indicator. Let's go McLaren. Let's go Extinct. Scotty behind. Sitting with the penalty.
16.
Doesn't matter. Turn 16 is going to be the way to go. Marcus Costa across the line. It is... Double Dutch Abu Dhabi for Marcus Costa as the McLarens come across as well. Extinct couldn't quite get it done, but he does pop into the P4. That is it. That is all she wrote. Down the field, they're coming twice abreast. It is the mids for P7 and Chupel P8. My tongue is so twisted. What did you see in the closing stages of that? By crikey, I can breathe now.
I saw a great scrap. Obviously, Marcus, P1, Websy and Mercy in the McLarens, P2 and P3 will finish off the podium finishes for the last race in Tier 1 at Inters Racing League for Season 5. Extinct Body did a great job there at the end, but just couldn't squeeze out that podium to knock off one of the McLarens. But, he'll hold on to P4. I believe it was Aussie 2K Goat who may have finished in P5. I'll just have to wait for the results to come back up. But, yeah, what a great scrap there. Great race to finish the end of the season, Marty. Really enjoyable. Those boys gave it everything they got, and we saw a fabulous day of racing here to win the season. So congrats to all those guys out there. Really good spectacle, Marty. What was your highlight, mate?
What was my highlight was the entire race. I'm going to be honest. That was an absolute banger. There was some scraps out there like we were at a pub at 3:30 in the morning after the alcohol had stopped being served. There was just... It was just nuts to the wall. They were just going absolutely full fathoms, and there was... I don't think any of them are going to die not knowing. You know, they sent it, they mailed it, they licked the stamp, and just posted it completely all the way through. Marcus Costa, of course, running away with the win there, grid 19 from the back of the field. Mercy P3 up into P3. In fact, he finished where he started. Websy, great race from that bloke. Across the field, the Battle Cat P7 did those meds in the last stint. That was interesting. I'm not sure if that was... I'm not sure what that really was, to be honest, from the Battle Cat. But what was your highlight, mate?
Yeah, look, as you said, probably just the scraps at the front and in the middle of the pack the whole way through the race there. We have got some invites out for Marcus, Websy and Mercy if they want to jump in. Just give us a rundown of that race because, as I was saying, the scrap at the front, Websy, Mercy, my highlight, probably Scotty on those mediums, taking it to the front and really trying to hold on to a podium at the end, but unfortunately just a bit of bad luck and picked up a 3-second time penalty. We do have Mercy in here. Mercy, that was a hell of a race, mate. You and your teammate, fabulous teamwork really throughout that final race. You got to be happy picking up P3 after picking up your championship in Tier 2 this season. So just run us through that final race for us, mate.
I wasn't originally racing, and then Dools, because obviously Williams have won, Dools was like, alright, I'm not going to race, so I just jumped in, but a couple of boys just didn't qualify, like Williams guys, Marcus and Dan and all of that, just stayed at the back, so I managed to get a few extra spots up there, but just working with Websy most of the race to push through, and Seth car at the end was interesting.
But yeah, it looked like it was fairly enjoyable, just from the spectator side of things. Yeah, was it that enjoyable racing out there? It looked like it was a bloody cracker, mate.
Yeah, it was nice. I did bump Scotty at the end, but I think looking back at it, I tried to pass him and he just moved to the left when I was passing, but quite unfortunate. But yeah, and then obviously I was going to let Websy pass me anyway, but he overtook me, so nice end result for a double podium for us. So
yeah, no doubt, and commiserations on losing the chance to win back-to-back here overall constructors for McLaren. Of course, you took out the overalls last season in season 4 and just fell a little bit short here to Williams this season. So congratulations though overall on a fantastic season for yourself, picking up the chip in Tier 2 and McLaren P2 in the overalls. So well done on a great season, mate, and thanks for being such a fabulous admin here at Inters Racing League for the season as well.
Cheers, Bracer. And thanks to you and Marty for always jumping in and helping out, and also just congrats to Websy and Marcus on the race tonight.
Too easy, mate. You want to add anything, Marty, before we let Mercy go and up into Tier 1 next season?
Yeah, I think enjoy Tier 1 next season, mate. You've got the pace, and give someone else a chance. No, you're too quick.
Marty, your time.
Let's hope, mate. I'm going to start practicing tomorrow morning. I tell you what, before work. I'm going to put in 3 hours so I can finally beat you on the track, mate. No, well done. You got the pace, bro. You got the pace, and enjoy Tier 1 hopefully next season. We'll see you on the track.
Will do. Cheers, Marty.
Beautiful.
Cheers.
All right, we do have Marcus in here as well, but we will start this one with Mercy's teammate, of course, in the other McLaren today, finishing P2. Fabulous job here from Websy, who was signed recently to the McLaren team, and really holding his own there out on the Tier 1 grid at the moment. So, Websy, just run us through your race. Looked like a pretty good teamwork there from McLaren throughout the whole thing, and how'd you go, mate?
Yeah, it was good. Quali was good. I put in a good first lap. It was like 26.1, so I would have got pole with that anyway. Then I went a 10th faster on the next one, so not bad there. And then Broke Vegan overtook me on the safety car. I don't know how he got away with that, but he didn't give me the position back. He didn't finish ahead of me, so it's all good. And then good teamwork with Mercy in the first stint. That went well. And then boxed onto hards, and then did that stint until the safety car came out. Then pit onto softs, but somehow I lost like 3 or 4 positions in the pit lane. I don't know how that happened, but put me down to P7, and then incident happened in front of me, so I got a bit lucky with that to get through there. That killed like 3 cars in front of me. And then got past Scotty and Mercy, had a good battle with them, and managed to pick up another P2.
Yeah, man. We'll probably put that pit glitch down to Codemasters, spitting you back into P7. So, no, great recovery, as you said there, to climb back up and snatch P2. So, mate, congratulations. As I said, great showing in Tier 1, and hopefully we will see you signed up for next season, and I'm sure you'll be drafted nice and early, mate, because, outstanding performance enters so far.
Yeah, hopefully. Cheers, mate.
All right, Marty B, you can take this one away with Marcus Costa, who, just a highlight package, this man on the grid, no doubt about it. Just so enjoyable watching him break late and get those moves done. So, Marty, take it away.
I don't know what there really is to say, Marcus. You're in a league of your own, to be fair. There almost needs to be like a tier 0 or something for the pace that you've got. Good strategy out there. You started on the hards, which you ran very, very late into the race. Well, when I say late, lap 15, I think 16 maybe you boxed and did quite a few on the mids, but seemed to be pretty straightforward for you in the race, do you think?
Yeah, the race was pretty straightforward. The strategy sort of just came to me over the course of the race, going from the hards to the mediums around lap, I think it was lap 14. And then obviously I was in the net lead and safety car came out and I went in straight away. And I knew that it was going to be just more of the same. I just had to be on the better tire or be on the best tyres or at least equal tyres and then just overtake everyone, get to the lead and just push the battery, break the DRS and then whatever happened. I think I got the gap to like 7 seconds by the end in 5 laps. So yeah, the pace felt good.
Yeah, look, you're so late on the brakes. We were on board with you a few times just looking at how late you are on the brakes. It is just uncanny and unbelievable how much confidence you have in the car. Do you use obviously you trail brake. Do you use the rotation of the car? Sort of, you've almost kind of got to slide it through the corners, eh? Is that something that you do?
Sort of. It's controlled sliding, more or less. It's not like if I was sliding and the rears were just burning out, I'd probably get slow after doing it for a couple laps. But yeah, I sort of guess I pivot the car around, especially in the fast left-hander in Sector 2. That's a corner where, yeah, having the loose rear end really helps with being late on the brakes because you can sort of pivot through the corner, go around the outside, which is what I did a few times.
What sort of gear are you running? You're running Fanatec, eh?
Yes, Fanatec.
Yeah, okay. I mean, it's unbelievable how late you brake. The amount of passes you made in the braking zone into some of those tight corners is just, I don't understand. It doesn't make sense to a lot of people out there watching.
All my overtakes. I think all my overtakes were braking zones. I don't think I had maybe one overtake on Scotty where I passed it with the DRS, but other than that, it was all in the braking zone, which made it fun coming through the pack, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely, Marcus. There was one overtake that really stood out for me. I'm not sure if you were listening on stream there, but it was coming into turn 9 and you were on the outside. You broke super late. I think it was maybe KLX that you overtook and someone else. It was a double overtake.
I think
phenomenal.
KLX and Mercy, correct?
Yeah, bro. One of the best overtakes I've ever seen there. It looked like you were on a bloody Gravitron. Just no gravity, just absolutely to the side of the car and holding it with grip there. So credit to you, mate. Outstanding race and congratulations on the win today.
Thank you very much. Cheers for coming.
Beautiful, Marcus.
Cheers.
All right, Marty, that's going to wrap it up. So just going to let everyone know there just the final standings for Season 5 at Inters. So we did have Williams as the overall Constructors Champion. So shout out to Aussie 2K Goat, the team principal there. Tier 1, obviously, it was Aston Martin who take out the Constructors there. Prince, just outstanding. Chill Pill backed him up. In Tier 2, obviously, and Prince obviously was the Tier 1 champion. Tier 2 champion Mercy, of course, and McLaren picked up the Constructors there in Tier 2 with Mercy and PRL Aussie. And Tier 3, of course, the champion was Quick Killer in the Alfa Romeo, and Williams picked up the Tier 3 Constructors there with Tetris, Luke Fallow, and shout out to Powers. That's going to wrap it up, Marty. You being the voice of Inters, I'll let you take this to an end, and we look forward to the draft in a couple of weeks' time, and then, of course, Season 6 kicking off around the end of January, mate.
Absolutely. It has been one heck of a pleasure having you up here in Sky Race Control for 20 rounds of Season number 5. I guess that's it, really. There's nothing else to say apart from it's been an amazing season. I'm so happy to get P2 in Tier 2. It did come down to the wire there as much as I can possibly sort of get away with. But we look forward to Season 6. So with that, we will wrap this up. I have been Marty B in the comms box with the one and only Broseph Coop. He has been talking the good stuff, and I talk the garbage. So we will see you after the break in probably towards the end of January, somewhere for Season 6. I look forward to it.
Also,
we'll see you
Marty,
then. Yes?
Just before we get out of here, have to give a salute to Timmy, who has been the Inters League owner for the past 5 seasons, and he will be stepping down at the end of the season. So just a salute to Timmy for all your hard work, building this league up to the fantastic position that it's in, mate. And don't worry, we won't let you down, me and Tetris. And, shout out to everyone involved this season for all your help behind the scenes. Obviously, Battlecat, all the stewards, all the comms boys and all the admin and all the drivers for giving us the spectacle each weekend. Marty, take us out, mate.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Sometimes I forget to do the shout-outs to the people, but shout out to every single person that has done anything for this league. You especially, Bruce, if you've done a lot of the work behind the scenes. In fact, everyone's done their part to really make this what it is. Let's look forward to next season. Onwards and upwards. Once again, I've been Marty B with Broseph Coop up in Sky Race Control, and we will see you when we see you next. Peace.
Peace.